wides. Brighton and Hove Albion hosting London City Lionesses. Both looking for a bit of spark, a bit of life in the second half of this season. And it will be Brighton who gets us off and underway with Madison Haley and all the way back to Rule. Minami. Venegas. Forward to Lionesses. Cuts out well, but here is Kafaji who will chase on to the end of it. Skips past Fernandez well, still with Kafaji. Dinks it into some space. Minami looking for the strike, and early pressure from Brighton, Kaylee.
Yeah, that was a great ball into the box. Yeah. You know, London City got bodies around it, so yeah, defended really well.
Well, here they are coming again. Lionesses this time, left-hand side again, cuts back, blocks well, still alive for Brighton. Lionesses again. And out wide. Brighton starting with high intensity. Jankovic. And Pattinson boots away.
Yeah, I think Brighton having a lot of success down this left-hand side, so I think London City need to, you know, either double up in the wide area to try and eliminate the crosses that come in the box.
Well, London City with a bit of breathing room now as they play it forwards. Immediately won back though by a white and blue striped shirt. Jankovic. Crossed in, and Kafaji with a strike, and last minute ditch defending by London City.
Yeah, London City are just not really handling this left-hand side at the moment. There's crosses coming in, and they're not really defending it that well. It's last-ditch clearances, so yeah, London City need to just keep being aware of this.
Haley chest down well, leading the line for Brighton today. Madison Haley. Out wide, crossed in, and against the goal line, it's kept out just.
Yeah, that was a great delivery by Seike. Really good, right cross goal, and as a centre forward, you know, they're the balls you want, just a nice little tap in.
Well, Kafaji was almost there to get on the end of it, and an earlier chance of Brighton too. They are starting well here at Broadfield Stadium. Under Chris Roberts, the assistant manager today.
London City keep wanting to play out, but the pressure of Brighton are just putting them under the cosh a little bit. Yeah, see, straight away.
Poor touch by Sangare. Brighton immediately again on the attack. And the referee, Megan Wilson, says to Jankovic, and now Lionesses, she wants it further forwards. Jankovic. Kafaji, offside flag is up. But again, the right idea from Brighton.
Yeah, like I say, this left-hand side with Lionesses and Jankovic, the combinations are doing really well, and London City are really struggling in these wide areas at the moment.
Kaylee, you spent 5 years here at Brighton. What did you make of your time here and how they've developed as a side in the WSL too?
Yeah, Brighton are somewhere which is really close to my heart. You know, I think over the last few seasons you can see that they're really trying to play out a lot more, and you know, they're a possession-based team now, and that's by bringing a lot more experienced players within the team.
With Simons, also celebrating 5 years at the club this week. Out wide to Seike. Again, flick forward for Kafaji. Kafaji rolls it wide, but the offside flag goes up anyway.
Yeah, what Brighton are doing really well, they're coming off the back line, they're receiving in the pocket, and the wide players, you know, they're really aggressive and really high, and they're getting these, you know, great opportunities. And London City back line right now, they're not sure whether to drop or whether to step, and they're giving Brighton a lot of space.
Well, they're playing the right balls, Brighton. Kafaji just offside there, being caught on the back line. And now for London City Lionesses, who really need to pick up a win. They've been on slight poor form recently, a new manager at the helm too. This certainly won't be very good for confidence.
No, he's going to be really disappointed how they start the game, and you know they just need to be a bit calm and composed, and when they get the ball, just try and keep the ball, you know, save their legs a little bit.
Minami, Rule. Lagers. Back to Vanegas. And Minami. Forwards. And finds the run of Madison Haley. Haley, Nordham. And over the bar from Kafaji. An exciting young striker, Rosa Kafaji, on loan from Arsenal.
Yeah, she's been involved in the game, and you can see that she's getting these opportunities. It's just making sure now, can we put one in the back of the net?
Well, all the play so far inside 10 minutes has been in London City's defensive half.
I think that was Izzy Goodwin's first touch of the game so far, so it just shows it's all Brighton's game at the moment.
Seke, poor touch from her, and now London City can come away with it. Corrales on the far side.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the right decision. I think Patterson was underlapping there, so could she just showed a bit more composure and just made an extra pass to allow Patterson to get forward.
Poppy Pattinson, of course, former Brighton, signed in the summer for London City Lionesses on a free.
Yeah, she's a great left back. She's really aggressive and wants to get forward, and every opportunity, and as we just seen, you know, underlapping, trying to get forward.
And Dozy, that is her first touch of the game. Minami. Rule. Forward to Seke, who beats Pattinson to it.
Yeah, that was a great recovery from Corrales. Really, really good recovery.
There's the new London City Lioness head coach, Eda Maestre. Hasn't won a game yet, just his second league game in charge, and that rolls too far forward for Rule. A bit camera shy maybe today, Eda Maestre. Doesn't want to smile at the camera.
Well, I don't think he'll be happy with the start of this performance, to be honest with you.
Doesn't want to show his face yet. Linari, Pattinson. Corrales looking for the run, and the offside flag is up again.
Yeah, she just went slightly a bit too early there. You could see that straight away. But it was a positive play from London City.
They're getting a little bit of joy down that left-hand side for them. A couple of runs down there, Pattinson and Corrales, the ones leading that. But here come Brighton once more. Hollis Lagers and Jenna Fernandez sees that out. Aslani.
Yeah, I think they need to get Aslani a bit more in the game. That's her second touch so far, and it's very difficult. You know, she's a well-talented player, experienced, so if they can find her and get her on the ball, I think she can, you know, make something happen.
Godfrey. Outreach foot wins the throw. Aslani. And good work from Minami, good defending.
Yeah, great high pressure in the final third at Brighton.
Fernandez. Singari. And Linari. Back in the starting 11 today, Elena Linari. Not many changes for these two sides today, Kaylee. None for London, one for London City, sorry, in Linari. None for Brighton.
Yeah, it's about building consistency within the team, and I think that's what both managers got. You know, if you look at Maisie Simmons, you know, she's played every single game this season, and you can tell she's a key figure for them.
Haley battling forward, and Singari has some work to do there to keep her out.
Yeah, that was great from Lete to come out and just, you know, take that pressure from the back line.
Rule. Seike. Minami. And Chankovic. Looking for some options. Out wide to Rule.
Yeah, it's great possession by Brighton at the moment. You know, they're being really patient. They're moving the ball. They're not forcing it. So, yeah, really good play by Brighton. Yeah, straight away, look at that. Brighton straight on the counter press, winning the ball back. And there they are, straight in the final third again.
Well, they're coming off the back of 2 wins, Brighton. Everton last weekend, just a 1-0 win. And then winning in the FA Cup 2 against Nottingham Forest. So they're coming in with high spirits, high confidence, Brighton today, at home too, with the crowd around them. And for Chris Roberts, the assistant manager taking charge today, it's important that they pick up 3 points.
Yeah, look, in the last 5 games, Brighton have taken 9 points. If you look at London City, they've only taken 4 points in the last 5 games.
Alice Lagers.
Yeah, that was slightly overhit there. You're asking a lot for your centre forward to almost get on that ball.
Playing out from the back from London City, Singari, Fernandez.
Yeah, Brighton are really trying to lock down London City, you know, down one side. You know, when the ball's on this right-hand side, they've got 4 or 5 players looking to defend within that area.
Minami clears. And we can have a look at the possession, and almost 70% has fallen to Brighton.
Yeah, and you can see that. It'll be interesting to see in what part of the pitch they've had the most possession. At the moment, they've been a lot in London City's final third.
Minami, Chankovic, Now some room opening up on this near side. Simon's trying to twist and turn.
Such an important win then by Islani. Yeah, you know, Islani gets the ball, she finds, you know, Freya Godfrey then. There's no options, and then she's had to turn back, and then straight away Brighton, you know, they've got two players coming back and defending.
Minami. Oh, well, we can have a look at the action areas there, and almost 40% in their attacking half. Sangare, forward to Godfrey. Plucked out by Simmons. And Kafaji.
Great defender by Fernandez there, really good. She got back, she got beat, and then she recovered really well to win the ball.
Seke, Nordham. Simmons crossed in, header by Haley, controlled by Kafaji. Kafaji with a strike is blocked by Fernandez and booted out.
Yeah, that was a great ball by Simmons then. Really, really well. Got the first phase, got the second phase, and then, you know, a potential shooting opportunity there.
Well, here come London City, and Dozy's outside her goal, boots it clear.
Yeah, she had no choice to come for that ball then.
Demanding goalkeeping. From Dozy, a new signing for them, for Brighton in the summer, from Paris FC.
Yeah, she's been really key for Brighton this season. She's pulled out some incredible saves this season and kept Brighton within, you know, still within the game. London City are just getting the ball, and, you know, especially on a throw-ins, or they receive the first pass, and then Brighton are just suffocating them, really suffocating them. So it's hard to keep the ball and keep possession for long periods.
How do London City go about that then? How do they get the ball off a possession-based team like Brighton?
It's about when you win it, it's about then, you know, making it big. Can they be patient, keep the ball? It seems like as soon as they win the ball, they want to, you know, penetrate forward straight away. They're only having, you know, Goodwin or Godfrey going forward. And it's very difficult for them then to keep the ball.
Well, elsewhere in the WSL, West Ham are a goal up against Tottenham. An unexpected result, maybe. They certainly need a miracle in the second half of the season, West Ham. Aston Villa also leading against Everton by a 1-0. Seke.
At the moment, when Brighton keeping possession, you've got, you know, Simmons and you've got Chankovic in the midfield, and, you know, it's hard to mark both of them, and they're getting a lot of success in the middle of the pitch right now.
Goodwin charging on the end of that. And Dozy at the corner. Venegas. Brighton starting the better in this game. They're unbeaten in each of their last 5 WSL games against newly promoted opposition too, so they've got that added confidence to go into this. Also beat London City in the reverse fixture by a 1-0. Kiko Seike, the only scorer in that game.
Yeah, I think London City, the last time they beat Bristol was in 2021, which they took the result of 1-0.
So a long time coming. Linari.
Yeah, Zlani, look, she's moving around there, really trying to get on the ball. But Čaković and Simons are doing really well to block the pass into her.
And when it's immediately run back, white and blue striped shirts charging forwards, all of them, suffocating that London City back line.
Yeah, look, Carlisle's had to drop back then, look really, really deep to try and receive the ball.
Short ball out, cleared by Lette for now, headed on by Pattinson and out for a Brighton throw. Seike and Rule keeping that in. Minami.
Yeah, looking at Dowsey's position so high. It's almost like a central centre-back there, which is key, you know, for the team to have a goalkeeper that's confident to have possession that high.
She has been superb for Brighton since signing. Kept a clean sheet on her debut too. And here come Brighton again. Rule into Haley, nice back heel. Seike! What a goal from Kiko Seike!
Yeah, there's no surprise. Like Seike, she's a phenomenal player. She's already scored 4 goals this season. And she's also started 12 games for Brighton. So you can tell she's a massive key player for Brighton.
Well, she loves the goal against London City. She scored the winner last time out. And she scored the opener today.
Yeah, what a great setback there from Hele to Seike, and then is a great finish outside of the boot. That little touch there, brilliant. Just sets herself outside of the boot, and what a great goal.
A lovely touch, a lovely goal from Seike. Her 7th of the season. And it was coming, you've got to say, Kaylee. Pressing high up, they've started the better, more possession, more life to them, Brighton, in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And do you know what? With London City, when they've gone behind in previous games, they haven't taken the 3 points. They've come away, you know, losing the game. So hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and they can get back into the game. And it's just about, you know, being patient and trying to get back into the game again.
Yeah, London City have lost all 7 games they have fallen behind in. Last time out against Manchester City was the first time they equalised after falling behind and then lost that game late on. So they don't have a good record when they have fallen behind, but it's still early on, only 25 minutes into this game. And there is still time to come back from it, and a dangerous free kick that Asllani stands over. Asllani, header out by Simmons, and kicks further upfield by Rule.
Yeah, great defending by Brighton there. Yeah, and that's my point there. You know, they're winning it, and straight away they're just forcing play, and the London City players, they're not all on the same page there.
Rule. Shankovic. Minami. Rule again, forward to Seike, looking for a second, Brighton. Rule. And Shankovic.
Brighton are so good at that in the wide areas, you know, small combinations and you know, getting out of tight situations. Really, really well played there.
Shankovic. Back to Nordum. Minami.
You can just see this K-Fag's positioning here. Look at it, just in that pocket. Yeah, making it really, really difficult there.
Kafaji. Forward looks for the run of Lionesses, and Lete has to come out and smother it. Really nice work from Rosa Kafaji. Slips the ball in.
And near the pocket to the receiving end. You know, it was a great pocket. She's putting that slightly a bit wide, which is forcing London City to be in comfortable areas, and it's almost a 2v1 against Fernandez out wide there.
Sangari. Headed by Venegas. It's poor from London City out the back. Seike goes for a strike. Looking to double the lead, and a good save from Elena Lete. Lionesses still with some momentum. Kafaji, nice ball into Shankovic. Blocked by Sangari. Still alive for Brighton.
London City are really struggling with 8 to 10 runs at the moment. No one's picking them up, and they're in those picking the balls up and in those crossing opportunities in those danger zones.
Shankovic, more room on this near side to drive into. Kafaji. Shankovic, and a header by Fernandez. Brave from the young defender. Clears it upfield, only to Lionesses. Rule. Seike.
Just been watching Perez from London City in the midfield at the moment. She's just really not sure whether to step, whether to drop, and yeah, she's really kind of struggling in that area right now because Brighton are creating overloads in wide areas.
Well, this was just one of those chances that they had moments ago. A brilliant save, a brilliant strike from range from Kiko Seike. Already scored one today. Looking to put 2 on the board. Venegas. Kafaji.
Yeah. I know it was offside, but it was a great run of play. You know, you've got, in the wide area, Brighton play in the wide area, and then the centre-back's not sure whether to step, whether to stay. Lucky enough, it was offside.
Well, Brighton running rings around London City in a time when the visitors really need to pick something up. A result, I think they'd settle for a point now, given the way the game's gone. Lete. Stolen away by Kafaji. Olis Lagers. Nordum.
Yeah, I think Fernandez, and Sangare are really struggling in this wide area. Sangare's not too sure whether she should step out the line, stay narrow and protect the inside area, and that's where Brighton having a lot of success at the moment.
Olis Lagers, Kafaji in midfield now. Kafaji. Godfrey. Out to Corrales.
Yeah, no, Brighton, they're doing so well at the moment. Really defensively, they're working hard. You see Seke, they're coming back and doing a defensive duties.
Well, it's Kiko Seke who took Corrales off on that pass forwards. Well, Kiko Seke, only Brighton have had any shots in this game. The only shot on target, both shots on target were from Kiko Seke. One of them a goal, one of them forcing a brilliant save from Lete. Pattinson this time fires in, a header by Goodwin, booted out by Rule, but the offside flag goes up, and it's another wasted opportunity for London City.
Yeah, these are so important. These are opportunities, any set piece is an opportunity. And yeah, they've had 2 set pieces and yeah, nothing's come of it. Brighton done really well again defending it.
Well, what will this man be thinking? Eder Maestre, the new London City manager, and Chris Roberts, the Brighton one, just slightly in the way of that, but there he is, Eder Maestre. What is he telling his players now? What is he screaming at them from the sidelines?
He's probably just kind of, wanting them to stay in the game, be patient at times. Look, it's always going to be difficult whenever you get a new manager to implement their style in the way they're playing. And it is only his second game.
Time may be on his side. But Brighton trying to cut that short. Kafaji. And the pass back from Olis Lagers. Slightly too quick. Rosa Kafaji has been at the heart of most of these Brighton chances. On loan from Arsenal. Fernandez. Nice work from Chankovic.
Yeah, again, it's so difficult. London City not having many options when they're playing out, and then when they do, they're not on the same page. It's a very cheap ball, and Brighton have won that back and got a free kick. Seeing Nikita Paris down there, I bet she's eager to get on the pitch and show what she can do against an old club.
Yeah, Nikita Paris named on the bench today. Looking maybe to score, as you say, against her former club, summer signing. Linari.
It's so difficult, you've got, if you look at Brighton currently right now, they have 5 players. Look, 5 players looking to defend the defensive third of the pitch, and London City find it really, really difficult because they're really high pressing.
Corrales. Backwards to Pattinson, out to Lenari. Haley is pressuring, chasing. Rule wins it back. Charlie Rule.
Yeah, Rule's done fantastic in that wide area, especially in those 1v1s.
Oh, lovely ball from Fernandez though, and now Godfrey has a chance. Oh, it's an own goal! It's Minami with an equaliser, own goal for London City.
Yeah, and that's what Freya Godfrey does, you know. She has so much pace, and her delivery, you know, just put it into an area. And when you're running back towards your own goal, anything can happen. Great delivery. Yeah, she'll be disappointed with that own goal there.
Well, she's played every minute, Noeka Minami, and just the wrong place at the wrong time. All the work from Freya Godfrey, though, a superb cross. And if Minami hadn't been there, Isabel Goodwin would have been.
Yeah, that's it. So she had, you know, she had to recover. She had to do a job, and it's just one of those that goes in the back of your own net. Brighton won't be happy with that 1-1. They've had most of the possession. You know, first attempt on goal, and it's, you know, it's an own goal.
Pressuring out the back from London City. Lete calls for it to be played up, and Sangare charges forward. Still with Sangare, headed by Venegas as Lani picks it up. Nice deep ball back to Sangare as Lani. Well, no shots on target for London City Lionesses, but they are level. And lucky for Eden Maestre, maybe. Still some work to do for him, though. And only 2 from Brighton. Does that surprise you, Kaylee, maybe, for the way that Brighton have been playing today?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, they've had opportunities, you know, in the 18-yard box. You know, they weren't long-range shots. They've been in the 18-yard box. So, you know, London City will be great going into half-time, you know, 1-1, if it currently stays like this. But, yeah, Brighton, they've had plenty of opportunities to kind of at least get 2-3 in the back of the net.
Simmons, poor touch as Lani is there. Forward to Godfrey. Freya Godfrey tees up the shot, blocked by Venegas and pushed forward to Ndozi, who boots upfield. Singari, Linari, Pattinson.
Yeah, can you imagine at bottom, you know, in the dugout currently at the moment, giving a lot of information to their team, really trying to encourage, you know, the last couple of minutes of the half.
And you can hear him shouting push, and his team push forwards. Brighton who win it back though. Rosa Kafaji. Nice play from her out to Haley, eases some of the pressure. And Venegas. Chankovic. Nordum. Seke. Nordum again. Kafaji, outreach boot. Keeps it at her feet. And a wall of turquoise shirts blocks her way in.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes, you know. You have to accept the pressure, and London City, they stood their ground then and allowed Brighton to step in, and, you know, Patterson done well in clearing the ball.
Olis Lagers comes out the better. Shankovic, Rule. Seike. Still with Seike. And good defending in the end from Corrales. Goal kick.
Yeah, she done well there, just staying with Seike, making sure there wasn't a crossing opportunity in the box.
You can see what she's trying to do. Kiko Seike got the better of her marker, crossed it in to find her head in the box. Sends it back again into Haley, trying to hold up some play. Haley forward to Seike, Seike in field. Haley! Wow, brilliant save from Lette. Disappointment from Madison Haley.
Yeah, got a ricochet there. You know, you have to get something on there, you know, on the cross, and then it just falls to Haley, and she'll be disappointed that didn't go in the back of the net then.
Well, I thought it was a save. It's the post that's come in clutch, saving that shot. And Lette will breathe a sigh of relief.
Look, London City just have to stay in the game. You know, there's 4+ minutes left. Can they go into half-time at 1-1? Get some more information, regather.
Perez being dragged down there by Haley. Free kick. Linari. Pattinson.
Has been a lot better by for London City. You know, they are really trying to be patient a bit more on the ball, picking the right passes out this time.
Lette. Linari. They're insistent on playing out from the back though, London City. It's Corrales. Charging down the left-hand side, still with Corrales, crosses it infield. No one is there, good win, hits her face. And eventually cleared behind the byline. But that looked to be a nasty one for Isabel Goodwin.
Yeah, I think it was Ozilin Lager that was in the box and she slid. Otherwise, you know, Freya Godfrey was in there. I know it was Simmons. Yeah, great. Look, otherwise, you've got Godfrey in there, and that's a tap in. Look, brilliant defending.
Well, Goodwin's been walloped in the face multiple times there. She's okay though, getting back to her feet.
Yeah, they're always the worst ones when they're unexpected, and it's a ricochet. You do feel that.
She's a warrior though, played nearly every minute of the league season, a big part of their promotion campaign too. Scored 17 goals last season for them, only 3 to her name this year.
Yeah, but like you say, she's such an important figure. She's energy, you know. She's chasing down everything defensively and attacking. She's all over the pitch, and she works really, really hard for London City. Key player of theirs.
Venegas. Rule. Venegas.
Great pressure by Fernandez then. Brilliant. Look, she's still there. She's still doing defensive duties.
And tracking back to Aslani. And Olis Lagers wins the throw. Rule. Seke. Still with Seke. Beats her marker. Seke and Nordham! Oh, hits the post! And booted clear. Well, that so easily could have given them the lead once more.
Yet again, Seke's in the build-up. You know, she does so well.
And now London City charging on the counter. Godfrey. Godfrey! Oh, what a goal! Freya Godfrey!
Yeah, look, you know, it goes from one end straight to the other, and look, Godfrey really well. And that's what she does. She's really confident. When she's in that 18-yard box and there's a 1v1 situation, first thought that's going to her head is can I beat the play and get a shot on goal?
Well, it's come on the counter, on the attack. Nice off ball from Aslani. And Godfrey skips past Olis Lagers and curls it beautifully into the top corner.
Yeah, that was a great goal. Very hard from the keeper. Really high in the corner. Yeah, with a lot of pace.
Well, we pointed her out at the beginning of the game as one to watch for London City. And she's done just that. She's given London City Lionesses the lead for the first time in this game, just before the break. And how important is that?
Yeah, you know, going in at half-time, there's about a minute left, 30 seconds left. Going in at 2-1 up, and, you know, and they haven't really had a great half. I would say the last 10 minutes, they really, you know, grew into the game. Brighton are going to be so disappointed with that.
Yeah, they've controlled the majority of this game, Brighton. And Freya Godfrey made the first one, scored the second one. A fantastic player, Arsenal Academy product. Her first senior minutes for England recently too. A big future ahead of her.
Yeah, I think the difference between London City right now is their back line. You know, the first 10 minutes they weren't sure whether to drop, whether to step, and now you know, every time the ball's going into centre forward, you know, they're stepping. Linari is stepping in and being aggressive. So Hayley, you know, her first touch, she's suffocating the ball straight away.
There is the half-time whistle, and it is tough. Maybe wasn't quite doing her job as well as she could have been doing. She comes off.
Yeah, she was just finding it very difficult in who to mark, and she was just getting dragged in certain positions.
So Gauro immediately involved. Godfrey and an outstretched leg from Nordham. And this time it's London City who started the brighter. So an opportunity now for London City to find another cushion. Crossed in at the near post, hits the side netting from Pattinson.
Yeah, first set piece, first corner will be quite disappointing.
So Ndozi and Brighton with some work to do now. Controlled most of the first half. Both goals came on the counter, and they've got to be wary of that.
Yeah, definitely. You can see London City, look, they want to press higher now. Fernandez stepping out. Sangori is pulling over, so the back line is really swinging on this one.
Rule. Miname. Rule again. Fernandez. And a foul given away on Sangari.
Yeah, that was a needless foul. You know, she wasn't going anywhere. She was stuck to the sideline because she just forced her closer to the sideline. Yeah.
Pattinson. Nice back heel from Gayoro. And Sangari can tidy it up. Fernandez. Roda. Forward for Goodwin to chase, and just slightly too far. Rule. Forward looking for Seike. Corrales cuts that pass out though, Linari. Ball pass out though, Seike in here. Skips past Linari, Seike! Oh, she's put it wide. How on earth did that not find the target?
Yeah, look, great work from Hayley, making it hard, and look, Seike on a different day, look, she would usually put that right in the back of the net. And these are the opportunities that Brighton need to take. You know, these opportunities in front of goal.
Well, she did all the hard bit, won the ball back, skipped past her markers, and then just side-footed it into the side netting. Disappointment for Kiko Seike. Did score the opener though.
Yeah, but she'll be kicking herself because you know, those opportunities in the 6-yard box, you know, she'll take these any day. So she'll be disappointed with that.
Godfrey. Kafaji and Chankovic. Hooks it in field, headed down by Hayley. Pattinson to Gayoro.
Gayoro is such an experienced player, and she'll hold so much, you know, so much better in that midfield. More opportunity, especially in the first 5 minutes. I can see her around the pitch wanting to be that option, getting on the ball.
Very rich in experience, Grace Gayoro. 250 games for PSG, signing in the summer for London City Lionesses. Potentially the most expensive WSL transfer too, it has been rumoured. Hasn't scored though for the club.
Yeah, but what she brings, you know, in midfield is that experience, that calmness on the ball.
Rule. Hayley.
She's an exciting player, Rule. You know, you can just see her defensively. She's strong in 1v1. She likes to get forward, and she's a powerful player.
Asllani. Nice switch of play. Here's Fernandez charging down that right-hand side. Options in field. Godfrey's calling for it. She's got Goodwin too. Plays it back to Sangari. Gayoro. Fernandez just about gets to it.
Unlucky. Again, she's showing so much energy in that wide. Getting up, getting back. Really tracking players.
Roda. Corrales.
I can see what Patterson was doing there. She was trying to find Asllani.
Well, Manchester United have taken the lead against bottom of the table Liverpool elsewhere today. Still all to play for here at Broadfield Stadium. London City leading by 2-1. Got a lot of energy, not just on the pitch, off the pitch too. Eden Maestre, the London City coach, not happy yet, not content. He wants more. And Fernandez. Linari. Gayoro. Nice ball to Corrales. Fernandez. Doesn't find the target. Jana Fernandez.
Yeah, and that all come from, again, Gayoro again, using her experience, making that half-space run. And then a great opportunity, Fernandez. She'll be disappointed she didn't get that on target.
Tottenham have equalised against West Ham at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Back with Miname. Nice ball, Seike. What can she do here? Already put one in the back of the net today, Seike. Rule swings it in, and it's slightly too far. And rolls out for a London City throw.
Yeah, Seike done really well. You can see she was looking for somebody in the box, and you only had Haley, and she was trying to stretch the back line, so she had to be a bit patient there. Then, yeah, the only option she had to do is go to find Rule, who is shot a pass back to.
Chris Roberts, the assistant manager today, taking charge. Maybe a bit disappointed that his side are not leading, given how they performed in the first half. Still plenty of time though. Pattinson, Corrales. Haley. Gayoro, Pattinson.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know, London City, they look a bit more confident in possession, and twice now it's come out here and they've given it away. So, but, you know, all in all, I think they're looking a bit more comfortable in possession, London City.
That substitution at half-time then, Grace Gayoro coming on, has worked. An experienced midfielder in there. Olis Lagers tees up the cross. Venegas boots it further on and over the byline. Goal kick.
Yeah, great decision from Simon to go short. London City dropped because they know her deliveries. She got great delivery in the box, but you know, she decided to go short.
Asllani battling in midfield. Comes out the better, the experienced Swedish captain, Fernandez.
Yeah, I think Maestro might be saying, you know, in a half-time, you know, Brighton are pressing really high. Can we play over the press? Can we get it into Goodwin, which is strong? She can hold the ball up, and which we've seen it. You know, it worked.
Lete. Pattinson. Georo. Rule.
Yeah, easy claim for Lete there. Again, coming off the line, making sure she's demanding her area.
Well, London City having better possession in this half. They've come out firing out the blocks, keeping Brighton at bay more.
Yeah, I feel like the midfields are well connected now. You know, you got Rodda, you got Geora, which are really connected now, which is Brighton are finding it hard to find those central areas now.
Haley on the end of it, chance for Brighton, chips it forward, looking for Seike.
Patterson done really well there, she got her position perfect, making sure she could protect the space and also know where the player was. Good defensive.
Rodda cruising through midfield before Simons sticks out a leg. Nice back heel from Fernandez. Bit of skill from the young defender.
Yeah, I could see what Godfrey was doing then. She was just trying to flick the ball to Georo. Got intercepted, but you know, she tried to recover and just gave away a foul.
Played quickly, the referee says no. It's going to be played back. Wait for my whistle. And now London City will have a slight idea of where they want this to play. So Simons, the whistle blows. Plays it in, header out by Linari. Godfrey comes away with it. Rule. Oh, Manchester United 2-1 up now on Liverpool. They have found the back of the net though, Liverpool. Bottom of the table still, of course. Ndozi. Miname. Kafaji.
Yeah, in first half they were the pockets that Brighton were finding themselves picking them up, being able to face forward, but Sangare done really well. She got tight, made sure she weren't able to turn there. So that's something that London City have changed, especially this half.
Rule. Nordham. Kafaji. Quick footwork from her. Georo edges her off of it though.
It's hard because she's won that ball and she's only got two options, which is Alani and Freya at that time. So not many options going forward. So we need to try and get London City further up the field, so they've got more players in attack.
Lagers. Oh, 3 turquoise shirts trying to get on the end of that ball. Miscommunication with Godfrey and Aslani. Morales does really well. Well, I thought that ball had stayed in.
Yeah, she done really well there. 1v1, she's taken a pass, just a little bit heavy, 2 touches gone out, but she's shown.
That ball was in. So the wrong call from the referee.
Yeah, she's unlucky there then.
Nordham. Haley out to Seike. Seike chips it up across the face of goal, headed away by Sangare. Shankovic plays it back in and Lete smothers once more.
Yeah, Shankovic done really well there. Really, really well. Pick up that second phase and try and continue the attack.
Linari. Roda. Gauro.
Yeah, Gauro just showing her experience there in combination, slowing it down, see what options she's got ahead of her.
Seike, Haley, back to Shankovic, forward to Kafaji. Kafaji. Well, was that a cross or a shot? Nevertheless, it goes wide and she's disappointed.
Yeah, another opportunity there. Again, Haley in the build-up again. She cuts it back. Yeah, I think that was a shot.
Well, another substitution for London City Lionesses. And it's Freya Godfrey, the scorer. Put them ahead in the first half. She comes off and Saki Kumagai replaces her on the far side. A player with a lot of experience in a London City shirt, played nearly every minute of the league.
Yeah, Fred, she's done well. She's run defensively, she's been in attack and defensively, so you probably just wanted to rest her legs a little bit. She worked hard today.
A fantastic player, Freya Godfrey. A big future ahead of her.
So it looks like Gayora's gone into Freya's position out wide. And Kamagai's gone into midfield now.
So a change in job role. Corrales. You mentioned saving Freya Godfrey's legs. They've got some important games coming up. Everton, Manchester United, Tottenham, Arsenal, and then Chelsea, all coming up for London City Lionesses. A difficult run.
Yeah, and you could see today, you know, she worked really hard, again, on and off the ball, and like you say, some big games, and with a big squad and a lot of depth, that's what you want to do. You want to try and rest some key players, especially when you've got, you know, some big games coming up.
Pattinson. Simons. Shankovic. Lagers. And a change in action areas of the play in London City's half.
Yeah, there's no surprise in that. You know, Brighton. You know, if you're watching the game, you can see a lot of possession, the way they're moving it. You know, they're very direct, but in a patient way. One thing I like about Goodwin is she hasn't been involved in the game probably as much as she likes, but you know, she's always available, she's always working hard, and she's always switched on. And you know, she just won a free kick now, which gives an opportunity for London City to have that break of play.
Sangari has certainly been better in this half. Sangare, Gaoro, Kumagai forward to Fernandez.
Yeah, I think Mastre, he's brought some experienced players on. You know, Gaoro, nice and calm and composed. Kumagai, again, same type of player. She's really calm and composed, likes to receive in those tight areas. So I think he's looking to kind of play the second half of the game with a lot of experience.
Nice ball from Pattinson, finds Aslani, and Dozy has to come out of her line. Rule. Simons. Clear by Lette. Had no other option really. She'd already committed to coming out of her line. And Kafaji was there lurking. Seike.
Linari just clearing the lines there. Sometimes that's what you got to do as a defender. Can you just take the pressure, get the ball higher up the field? Experience.
So a substitution for Brighton. Charlie Rule makes her way off, and Rachel McLaughlin comes on, and it's a debut for new January signing Svetsen, signed from Vålerenga. She's been on the bench for the last 3 games. She makes her first appearance in a Brighton shirt today. She comes on for Kafaji.
Yeah, I think the Brighton fans, you know, I think they're excited and they want to see Taventen, see what she can produce for Brighton.
And Madison Haley just going to receive some treatment for that collision. Just hits the head, but she is okay as she makes her way to the sidelines.
Yeah, it's always a sore one when it's a 50-50, especially when you catch on the side of the head. But she's okay.
Pattinson. Corrales wants it. McLaughlin though with fresh legs. Manami. Ndozi, Gaoro, Trying to close her down. Plays it straight to her turquoise shirt. Pattinson. Aslani. Kumagai.
And there she is again, Kumagai. Really composed, really calm. Exactly what you need in this state of game.
Timed out. Haley's been brought down. And it's been waved off. Madison Haley still down in the penalty area.
Yeah, mistake by Linari. Whether it was a penalty, I'm not too sure. You know, the referee, I think she was quite far away to kind of see that.
Well, the referee today, Megan Wilson, met with a round of boos from the Brighton fans.
Yeah, originally she put a whistle to her mouth, so I thought she was going to blow for a penalty, but maybe she wasn't 100% sure, so.
No VAR, of course, in the Women's Super League. So the game will carry on. Brighton still looking for an equaliser. Well, this was the incident. So Linari missed the ball and Haley charging in.
Yeah, it's hard to see from this angle. Let's see if we can see it from another angle. So it goes in the foot. I think she just gets a touch. Yeah, just gets a toe.
The right call from the referee.
Yeah, great decision.
And good defending from Linari in the end. Mopped up her mistake at the back. Finds Corrales through the legs of McLaughlin.
Yeah, Senegray was quite lucky there. That ball went out of play. She's gone in for the challenge. Didn't win the ball.
McLaughlin. Some room forwards.
Yeah, easy decision for Patterson. She had it covered. She watched the ball out all the way. Great defending. Well done.
Former Brighton player, of course. Poppy Pattinson. Signed in the summer. Started her first game for London City last time out. Her second start today.
Yeah, she's been out for a while for an injury, but it's great to have her, to see her back.
Haley trying to find the run of new signing Tvedsen. Kioro, nicely won back. Off lays, and they're always being kicked. That was by accident, but McLaughlin does see yellow for it. So the first yellow card of the game falls for Brighton and Rachel McLaughlin.
Yeah, showing her experience here. Really 1v1 battling, and yeah. She nicked a toe to the ball.
Just a slight mistimed kick, I think. Linari through to Corrales. Pattinson. Pattinson. Aslani. Kumagai. Goodwin can't believe that hasn't gone in.
Yeah, great cross from Patterson. Yeah, it just ricocheted up, and again, it's just behind Goodwin.
Well, normally long legs as a striker is a good thing. I think she just gets them caught up there. And another good tackle from Pattinson down the other end.
Yeah, she's having a really good game, especially, you know, the first 10 minutes was a bit difficult for her, but I think, you know, since the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, I thought she's done really, really well, got her positioning right every time.
So Tottenham leading against West Ham elsewhere in East London. Goal kick.
Yeah, again, I know I keep saying this, but again, Patterson involved. Great positioning again, making sure that she's doing her defensive duties.
So some substitutions looking like to come on for London City. Alana Kennedy, one of them. Turned 31 last week, Alana Kennedy.
Age is just a number.
Gilroy, nice to Goodwin. And defending on the line by Brighton keeps them in this game. Just over 10 minutes to go to find a leveller or a winner.
Yeah, since come on guys, come on, she's been really involved in the 1v1 duels, and you know she stepped in there and won her duel, which fell to Goodwin.
If London City were to keep this scoreline, it would boost them up to 6th. They'd overtake Brighton. And it would be Eda Maestro's first win as London City boss. Very vocal on the sidelines. He knows what he wants.
Yeah, two different types of dugouts right now. I think Chris Roberts will be looking at the team and maybe seeing.
Well, Haley being brought down again. She wants a penalty this afternoon. Referee says no. It's against Pattinson. We'll have to see a replay of that. So this was the incident a few moments ago. Haley up against Pattinson.
No, great call by the referee. Yep.
Gets her foot to it. No pen.
Yeah, I've been saying how great, you know, Patterson was. She just got her body position wrong, which allowed the Brighton player, Haley, to kind of step across. But good recovery.
So, some substitutions for London City Lionesses. Alana Kennedy coming on, and also Sunny Franzi. So Kennedy will come on for Linare. Experienced international Alana Kennedy. And Aslani is the other player to make her way off field. On for Sunny Franzi, another summer signing for them. Yet to score. She makes her way on.
Yeah, again, Maestro is probably looking at the game and the way it is, and you know, London City have worked hard. So nice fresh legs on the pitch.
Nice ball from Nordham. Seike chasing on the end of it. Cleared by Kennedy, immediately involved.
Yeah, another experienced player. Really, really good cover in there.
McLaughlin. Shankovic, Haley. Seike at the byline, cuts it back. Northam blocked on the line, and Brighton denied again.
Yeah, Seike's so good at this. Again, ball being played, just has a quick look up. And Northam unlucky. Great block, great defending.
Blocked by Kennedy, a vital interception, a vital substitute from Maestro, as it seems. They've won a corner kick from it, though. Swung in, middle of the post, Haley. Locked out by Goodwin. Gayoro away with it. And the wrong ball forwards, looking to find Franzi.
Yeah, that was a difficult. If she was looking for Franzi, that was a very difficult ball. She had 3 Brighton players around her, just not the right angle. You know, going back to the previous opportunity with Brighton in the box then, you know, Haley works so hard. You can see it again, look.
Maname, McLaughlin. Shankovic does well to wiggle out of that. Simons forwards, Kennedy to watch all the way. 6 minutes of normal time to go, 6 minutes to Brighton to find an equaliser.
Yeah, we were saying before the game, you know, when London City go down 1-0, they, you know, in the last 7 games they haven't come back and got a win, and you know this game has been different. They've come on from behind, and they're doing well. Just can they see the game out and get those 3 points?
This would be their first time that they've come back to win London City after falling behind in the league. If they can hang on to this. Seike. Still with Seike. Kept in. Booted out by Corrales. Another substitution for Brighton. And Carla Camacho makes her way on.
Bringing Camacho on is just seeing if we can bring another attacking player to try and get a goal back.
Simons forward to Olis Lagers. Olis Lagers wants to go for the strike. It hits Sangare. Looks to be a nasty one inside the box.
Yeah, it was a great block. Sometimes you've got to put your body on the line, and that's what you get. You know, put your body, be brave, block shots.
Olis Lagers looking up. I think it hits her chest, it's her chin as well. A nasty looking one. Still on the attack, Brighton. Out with Seike. Camacho blocked away. Seike. Minami. Venegas. On for Brighton, still on the attack. Manchester United running away with it at home against Liverpool. 3 minutes to go. Seike and Brighton becoming desperate to find something here. Seike, Camacho. And it's rolled out for a corner.
Yeah, Seike done really well here. Again, 2v1, gets across in the box.
Played in, middle of the box, Simons, well, that's gone right back out. Olis Lagers, she crosses it in, a scramble on the line, sawn out by a turquoise shirt. And Franzi.
Yeah, Brighton throwing everything at this at the moment. Really, they're trying to find a way inside the box, getting a shot off. London City doing really well defensively. Sometimes you just have to stand your ground, block the shots.
Simons, Seike, McLaughlin. Venegas. McLaughlin. Brighton finding it harder to play out in the second half. London City drilling themselves well. An organised side in this second half. Here is Camacho though, tries to get the offplay away and is poked behind the byline for a corner.
Yeah, Kennedy using her experience there again, coming out to close the ball and just standing her ground.
So there will be 4 minutes of added time in this game. And Brighton becoming desperate to find one, headed goalwards. Played out to the other side, Simons wins another corner.
Yeah, I think it was Kamagai that got a touch there in the box.
Dinked up, header by Venegas. And then Svedsen, the new signing on a debut today, pokes it wide.
Yeah, great delivery, putting in the area again. Yeah, she just caught that slightly a bit wrong, and then obviously it's gone wide, but again, another opportunity for Brighton.
Minami. McLaughlin, room to move on this near side. Nice ball to find Seike. Tries to wiggle her way in and is shoved out by Corrales.
Yeah, not many options for McLaughlin going forward, only Seike making that run.
Simons. Oh, the crowd getting behind Brighton here. They know they need something from this corner. Less than 2 minutes to go. And they desperately need an equaliser. And it's swung in. The keeper's come up. And Dozie's outside her goal. And Gaoro is brought down. And it's going to be a yellow card for Cankovic.
Yeah, look, another one, you know, another tough corner to defend, do well. Gaora, experience driving with the ball. And look, you know, when it's attacking, your goalkeeper's out of goal, you know, sometimes you just got to take one for the team. And Cankovic, that's what she did.
And there's another substitution for London City Lionesses. Corrales is coming off, and Tia Goldie will get just under a minute. Last featured at the beginning of December, coming back from injury. Kaylee, I'm going to ask you for your Barclays Player of the Match today. Who do you think has stood out?
For me, it's Freya Godfrey. You know, she's involved in 2 of the goals. She got 1 goal herself, and she was involved in the first one. And she worked tremendously hard getting forward and defending, get back. So for me, Player of the Match, Freya Godfrey.
A big feature ahead of her, Freya Godfrey scored the winner here. Chris Roberts becoming desperate. We've played the 4 minutes of added time. Camacho driving down at the byline. That's it back. McLaughlin. And Kumagai clears.
Yeah, Brighton are throwing everything at this currently at the moment. They really, really want to try and get that, you know, get a draw and get a point.
So Goldie will take as long as she can at this throw-in. Cankovic, Camacho, Olis Lagers, plays it infield, straight to the gloves of Lete. And there it is, there is the full-time whistle.